A long-awaited video is here, you guys. I promised you when I did my massive Sephora haul video, when the Sephora sale was on just last month, I promised that I will bring you an update video with updates about all the products I bought, including fragrances, which I have right here, that I got from the Sephora sale. And I have hair care, body care, you know, skincare, makeup, I mean, what have you. I have it all. And I'm going to show you application and everything in this video, clips of me applying them on my face. So if you want to find out how the Sephora products that I bought from the sale worked out for me, just continue to watch. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous beauty video. This is a Sephora update video, Sephora haul update. I am going to demo most of them on my face, but some of them, of course, you know, there are duplicates, like several blushes, several foundations. I can't do them all in one video. What I'll do is I'll apply some of the products with you guys while doing a story time chit chat with you, and the rest of them I will insert clips to application so you guys can see how they performed and how they worked out. Okay, now let's jump right into the chit chat story time part of this video, where I put some of the products on my face while I show clips of applying other products. So guys, story time. My husband and I had fantastic, fabulous New Year's Eve plans for once, because we have two small children, as you know. One's 10, the other one's 4, and they can't be, you know, they're not old enough to be by themselves, obviously, and we don't know any babysitters that are trustworthy. And there's like one babysitter that we have that we do trust from my son's school, but she is almost never available, so there's like really no point. And recently I found this babysitter who is actually, you know, trustworthy, that I felt comfortable enough leaving our children with. So it's kind of like a backup babysitter. But anyway, before I tell you the story, how I do the makeup is that I put the primer on. Of course, I do skincare usually, you know, sunscreen after skincare, and then I put the primer on, and then I put the foundation on, and then only do I go on top of it with the concealer. So the actual color corrector is usually underneath the foundation, and I put the concealer on top of the foundation. Okay, so Dossier new foundation. Do you see? I mean, I've used quite a bit since the sale. I got it on sale, and I like it, you guys. So I'm gonna use, it's kind of the semi-thick foundation, and it's buildable coverage. It's like medium to full coverage in my opinion. So I'll do one side with a brush. This is the BK Beauty foundation brush, and I'll do the other side with a sponge. Actually, I do also want to show you how the Sephora collection brushes worked out for me. I bought these on the sale as well. I'm telling you, they are really good. So this one is a foundation brush. This is the Pro Foundation number 47. This one's kind of like angled, as you can see, and it's like perfect to do like all these like corners, nooks and crannies, under the eye, and you can do foundation all over the face too, but I do find it to be a little bit too small to do like the whole face with. So I prefer the BK Beauty type brush that's a little bit bigger, but I do use this to like do under eye, you know, area, by the nose and all that. But this is a foundation brush you can use all over the face too. So yeah, so this foundation is pretty nice, as you guys can see. I gotta blend down here. Now I'm gonna switch back to BK Beauty brush. to the neck. And now I'm gonna try it on the other side with a sponge, which works fine too. But I've lately been loving foundation application with brushes more. I've been loving brushes lately to apply foundation with. So as you can see, this side has more coverage than this side because the sponge obviously eats up a little bit more of the product, which is another reason why I don't love to do foundation with a sponge anymore. Well, it gives like a more skin-like finish in a way. It wastes a lot of product. Basically, guys, I've tried this foundation before several times. I like it. Short answer, I like it. Before I actually get to the concealer, I want to show you the second foundation I bought on Sephora sale. This is actually a tint, a skin tint, technically. This is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint Foundation or Serum Skin Tint. This is supposed to be a skin tint. I don't usually like skin tints because they don't give me enough coverage. It doesn't even out the skin tone very well. And usually they're greasy, like oily on the oily side. That's good for like people with really dry skin and like have no pigmentation on their face, like, you know, like pigmented spots. So like, you know, I don't usually love serums, serum foundations or skin tints. And I'm actually really surprised that I like this one. Now I'll put a clip here of me applying this one. It doesn't look very good, like going on in the sense like when you apply it, it slides around a little bit, as you can see, like with a brush. This is, you know, you can do it with the sponge too. Again, it's gonna eat up a lot of the products, but with the brush, you can see a little bit of streakiness, but if you keep like pouncing the, you know, like the brush on the face, it really does fine afterwards. And once it dries down, it looks absolutely skin-like. It like literally looks almost like skin-like. And it gives you this very healthy kind of look to the face. And if you are like having a really dry face day, like in the middle of winter, this is a really, really good option. It may not be like 100% full coverage kind of foundation, but it covers enough, like it does. And I'm really surprised how much this actually, how much coverage it gives. You know, I really didn't expect any coverage. Usually skin tints do not work out for me, you guys, but this one did. And it will work on any type of skin, like oily girls, dry skin girls, you know, people with, you know, scarring on the face even, it'll actually still work because it gives you like quite a nice amount of coverage for skin tint. And if you are having a day where you don't really want to like put a whole lot of makeup on and you just want like a little bit of like a healthy look to the skin, and then you just want just to, you know, to even out the skin tone and not have to like do a full face, that's a really good one. And actually you can even do a full face with it. That's the nice thing about that one, the Yummy Skin one. And as you know, I'm wearing the Dossier one, which I do also love. It's a little bit more of a Dossier consistency, is the Dossier foundation is a little bit more like a gel, almost like a gel foundation, which is really nice for people with oily skin. And it's nice enough, actually. It's not drying, that it's good for dry skin people too. But like if you have really oily, acne prone type of skin, that Dossier foundation is almost kind of like a gel based kind of foundation. So I like to use this foundation brush from Sephora to actually blend out my concealer too. It works just fine for that purpose. So as you guys can see, that Natasha Denona concealer is absolutely fabulous. One other concealer I got was the new Gucci concealer, and it is definitely really good. I like it a lot. Is it as good as the Natasha Denona ones? Not really, but it gets the job done. I will show it to you. I'll show a little demo of it here. Doesn't crease at all. It really brightens up the under eye area, and especially if you like use color corrector and then foundation and then use this on top, It's a really, really good concealer, you guys. I mean, in this clip, I'm using it just on my bare skin. I also bought this Bobbi Brown, this like yellow, like compact, like a banana powder type thing. And it's super finely milled. I mean, like super finely. It's very silky. So I love to use this to set my under eyes and brighten up my under eyes. I usually use a puff this one is from, I can't remember where this is from, but really, really does brighten up the under eyes, as you can see. So if you're having like a day like I had last night, like yesterday, where you don't get enough sleep, this is a good thing to do, good one to use. Super brightening. I mean, it just like lights underneath the eyes, as you can see. And now I'm going to use the bronzers. I usually do cream contour. Since I didn't buy a cream bronzer, I'm just gonna do powder contour this video. So I'm going to go ahead and set my face because of that. Usually if I'm doing cream contour or cream bronzer, I do it under the powder, like on top of the foundation. And then I blend it out, and then I set my face, and then I put the powder bronzer on. That's how I do it. I'm not using cream bronzer because I didn't buy any cream bronzer from Sephora sale. I'm actually using my Prism Leaf powder from Givenchy, which I didn't buy from this Sephora sale. It was purchased from a different Sephora sale like a while ago. So I didn't buy a face powder this Sephora sale, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. All right, now for another Sephora sale item. This year I purchased the NARS Laguna bronzer, and I love how they came out with different shades. So I have it in number 5. So it goes from 1 through 6, I want to say, numbers. This is a good one shade for me. I'm gonna use the Sephora collection brush I bought for bronzer specifically. I don't know if this is for bronzer, but it is the Pro Powder Brush number 59. This is the perfect size for my face for bronzer, because a lot of the bronzer brushes, you guys, are too big for my face. So this one, I find like it has a little almost kind of pointy kind of end, which still is rounded. So it's like round pointy, which is perfect for bronzer. And this is such a pretty bronzer. I love it. I like to go on an angle on my face, this type of thing, because I want to narrow my face. My face is a little wider up here and down here. So what I do is I go to the areas that are a little bit wider, and I go on an angle to give it more of a... So you basically, like, let's say you have an overly oval face, right? Then you would do differently. You would actually do bronzer almost kind of straight back way, this way. You won't angle it. I love this bronzer, don't you guys? Did you see how like well it warmed up my face like this? And it's not too orangey, not too red, not too anything. It's just right. This shade is like made for my skin tone. So I want to start telling you guys, pick up my story. So anyway, so I've kind of found this babysitter that is trustworthy. I mean, she did something, let's just say she's someone I know from something else. And so I could trust this person. So we figured, okay, you know what? Why don't we ask her if she's available on New Year's Eve? Actually, I'm going to contour my nose just a tad bit with the Laguna bronzer, but not a lot. I don't like to do like a crazy nose contour, you guys, because like it's just not a good look. Depends on, I guess, your nose shape. Like my nose shape, I kind of have a button nose already, and I don't need to do much in the way of shaping it. I just do like a little bit with a bronzer usually, and I don't do any cream contouring with my nose. Okay, so now I'm going to test this one, this palette right here. So I'm going to, while I tell you the story, I'm going to show you. So I also bought this YSL, what do you call it, clutch. This is called Couture Mini Clutch. This 100 is the number of this quad, this little quad. As you guys know, I like showed you like swatches of this and everything in my Sephora haul video. Check it out. If you guys didn't watch my Sephora haul video, it's always a fantastic one. I always do like crazy massive Sephora hauls. Check that out. While I tell you the story, I'll put an insert of this palette and I'll tell you about it. I love how like this is like an actual clutch, YSL clutch. It's like cushioned. But anyway, so here's the little clip of me applying this quad. I think it's really nice. I really like it. The eyeshadows are quite kind of creamy, but not too creamy. The shimmer colors are great. So I definitely love this clutch quad. So now for the Charlotte Tilbury eye palette that I bought. This is the Beautyverse palette, and I really love the look at this palette. I mean, look at this cover. It's awesome. So these colors scream New Year's, you guys. This is a palette made for New Year's, honestly. So I've been waiting to try this. I've already tried this a little bit, and they're fabulous. Like the matte colors are so creamy and silky at the same time, and then the shimmer ones are to die for. So let's just go ahead and do this while we talk. So I'm going to start with the lightest matte here in my crease. So anyway, so we asked this woman, this person, she's a younger college age person, to, you know, if she's available to babysit on New Year's Eve. And she says yes. And we were, of course, ecstatic because, oh my gosh, we can't really trust very many people. And we only have like 2 people we can trust because my parents are not with us right now. Usually they watch our kids, and they haven't been able to come visit us in quite some time. They will be here next year though, thank goodness, and we'll finally be able to go out a little bit when they get here. So this lady said yes, she's available, and I thought that was like really crazy that, you know, she's college age and everything. I should have known better. I mean, it was really our fault for like trusting that a college student would actually be available like properly on New Year's Eve. I mean, whatever. But, you know, she's usually very responsible, like at least what I know her from, and, you know, everything. So I thought, okay, you know, maybe she isn't someone who goes out very much, like, and she has other responsibilities. So, okay then. So we would go ahead and, you know, she says she'll put us on the calendar, yada, yada, and she's got us all down. So my husband and I make this grand plans to go to this fabulous masquerade ball. You guys, it was fantastic. Like this big masquerade ball where, you know, which had all this fantastic stuff. It was very like classy, upscale. And so we got tickets, and it was very expensive. I'm going to go to the next dark shade. Super expensive tickets. I'm not gonna even tell you the price of it, but anyway, we bought tickets because we have a babysitter. So I am looking for, you know, trying to put an outfit together, you know, everything, get everything ready, you know, making sure we have masquerade masks and everything, the whole thing, right? Oh, this is so good, you guys. I love the mattes in this palette. Now I'm going to take a kind of a dense packing brush, and I'm going to go into the darkest matte shade here, which is right in here in this corner. This sort of like terracotta looking thing. So yeah, we make arrangements. Expensive, fabulous arrangements. And I wake up this morning trying to get more things done, you know, for New Year's tomorrow. And I look at my phone, and this girl, I don't know if I should call her girl or woman, but this person texts me saying, sorry, I can't babysit anymore. My plans have changed. Now I have to watch my little sister. That sounded a little bit suspicious to me, but I was like, whatever. I mean, it definitely sounded like a lie to me, but I didn't, of course, say that. I'm like, okay, you know what? We purchased really expensive tickets based on you committing to this, saying that you will do it. We purchased very expensive tickets, and they're non-refundable. And these tickets were non-refundable, you guys. Okay, so I said they're non-refundable. We're gonna lose this much money. Can't you bring your little sister over to our place? And I'm even being nice, you know, although she's the one who made a commitment and backing out of it last minute. I said, that's fine, you know, bring your sister, you know, we'll have everything for your sister too. Like, you know, like they can all play together. Her sister's older, like older than my daughter, even I think she's like 12 or something. But anyway, so I tell her that and she's like, and then this woman has the audacity to text me back saying, sorry, that won't work. Just like this, sorry, that won't work. My plans have just changed. I hope you understand. Since when did young people these days become so thoughtless? I don't know what to call it. Since when these young people become so thoughtless and so like nonchalant and rude? Because honestly, when we were that age, we were not like that. I mean, I was in college too, and we understood responsibility. We understood commitment. You know, you're not that young in college. You know, you are an adult. You're an adult. When you go to college, you're an adult. So you should understand responsibility and you should understand commitment. You know, not going back on a word, a commitment that especially causes issues for other people. I mean, these type of people, you know, I can't see them surviving in a corporate environment. Honestly, they will be eaten alive, especially here in Washington, D.C. But anyway, yeah, so that was that. And honestly, I didn't even bother texting her back. There's no point. I definitely don't want this person babysitting my children, who obviously I misunderstood or misjudged. I don't want someone who goes back on word like that. I don't want to trust my children with her. Even if she came back and said, hey, I'm available, I would not allow her. She's not coming near my children again. I mean, ever. I mean, she never did, but you know. But I was kicking myself for trying to ever trust someone else. This is why my husband and I never, like a lot of our friends who have children be like, well, why don't you just get a babysitter? Go to care.com. Just get a babysitter. You know, like they just say it. Like, I don't know how they do it. They just leave people with, I mean, if I can't trust people that I thoroughly know from having done, you know, things together and I personally know them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with this beautiful champagne color. For the center lid, you guys, I'm gonna use a flat define brush to put, oh my god, that looks absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Wow. I don't understand. I saw some sort of not great reviews for this. I mean, I saw great reviews for this palette, but I also saw not so great reviews for this palette, and I don't get it because, like, I mean, come on. This is fantastic, and Charlotte Tilbury has that formula, you know, like that just like, you know, can do this glitz look. You can do glitzy look with Charlotte's formula and it still looks so refined. I don't know how, like just this like particular type of formula. If you guys know what I mean, if you use her makeup, you know what I mean. Like, you know, when you use her products, you can use the most glitzy thing from her collections, but then it still somehow looks sophisticated, like right now with this palette. This blue in the middle, you guys, would make a really nice New Year's Eve look, by the way. So the only problem is there's no brow bone highlight here. I'm gonna remedy that with the highlighter later. So let me go ahead and put on my liquid liner and I'll be right back. So I just put my eyeliner on. I didn't buy any eyeliner from the sale, although I should have gotten a backup of my Natasha Denona one and Tom Ford. I have two at the moment, but I'll be running out of it, so I don't know why I didn't. Oh, actually, I forgot to tell you guys when I did my bronzer. So I also tried this one right here, the Snake palette from Hourglass. I got the Hourglass Snake palette. This one I tried on my face. I'll put the clip right up here. So the bronzer was really nice. It's not as nice as the Laguna one I just tried, but it's a nice bronzer. I like the formula. It's very like airbrush kind of look. And then I tried that really pretty red blush from the palette, which was really nice. It's very summery actually. Basically the look I got from this snake palette was very kind of like warm summery look. So I'm gonna actually save this for summertime next year, well, which is starts tomorrow palette. And also you can see the highlighter here as well was quite nice. It wasn't beaming, but at the same time it was like a nice glow. So anyway, so that's the snake palette. I wanted to just insert the footage there so you guys can see how it worked out for me. So, and then I got this blush that I want to try. So this is the Givenchy, what is it called? Prism Libre blush. So I will link everything down. Of course, all of these products will be listed and linked down below. So actually, I'm going to use this brush. This is the Sephora collection brush number 96. This is a pro blush brush. Mix it up, and I'm gonna use this blush on one side, and I will try the other blush I want to try. Ooh, that's really pretty. This is not the first time, by the way, guys. I've been using this blush. It's beautiful. It actually almost has this sort of like warmth about it. It doesn't look like that in the component, but when it goes on the face, it kind of has this almost like a warmth, and it almost doesn't look like a powder blush in a way. It looks really, really pretty. I really like them. These Givenchy blushes. I love this shade that I got for myself. I actually at first bought like the very pinky one, like very light pink, baby doll pink. That was a little too baby doll pink for me, whereas this is like perfect for my skin tone. And I'm going to now try another blush that I got during the sale. This one right here. So this is kind of like a cream blush by this. This is like a cream to powder blush, I would say. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin blush in Golden Hour. This one, I'm going to use this Sephora collection number 93. It's also a pro blush brush, but it's a little bit more dense of a brush. So I'm going to, ooh, that's a lot. I got too much. I'm going to wipe some of it off. I'm going to, of course, later even both sides out. So I wiped some of it off. So yeah, it's really warm, and I love this formula because it is a really nice flushed look, and it's that cream to powder formula that I really, really like. Now I want to show you this one. I've used this one as well, and by the way, I've used this before. This is not my first time using this. When I used this the last time, I think I used a sponge. I think a sponge worked better in some ways because it's a cream blush. Has a little powderiness. It kind of dries down powdery. So it's a cream blush. As you can see, it's like kind of emollient, right? But when it goes on the face, it turns almost kind of into a powder. So I used like a sponge, I think a makeup sponge, so it was like I was able to kind of control the application. So just a pro tip. I did get another blush here. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Hollywood Blush and Glow palette. This, however, it broke. By the way, the highlighter in here is so soft, so it broke. As you guys can see, I've already used this, but then the highlighter just fell apart, you guys. But this blush here, this pinky blush, is absolutely gorgeous. Maybe I put it over the top of the Prism Libre powder here. So, oh, do you see that? That's so pinky and gorgeous. Again, that's really building up to be too much now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to even this side out. Okay, now that you guys saw what it went on like. Okay, you guys, so now both sides have a lot of blush buildup, so I'm going to tone it down with my powder blush brush here a little bit. Okay, and another product I got is the eyebrow pencil. This is the Benefit eyebrow pencil. I always get this during the sale. This is like my favorite brow product. I don't like to do too much with my brows because I don't think they need to be too much. For me, I have pretty good brows already, so I just need a little filling in. So I never really go too heavy with my brows because otherwise it looks crazy. So anyway, picking up where I left off with the story. So the lesson to be learned here, you guys, if you have children, be very careful. I mean, it's not like she would have been dangerous or anything. Like, she's not dangerous type of person or anything like that. I mean, she would still have done okay, you know, watching my kids, but it's still not someone reliable. When you have children, you need babysitters that are reliable and punctual and responsible and keep their word. You know, the lesson we learn is that we're never allowing anybody to babysit our children ever again, not even the one we know from my son's school, because I just, you know, I'm waiting for my parents to come here and we will have a social life then. Because it's not a big deal, you guys, because we still have great plans for the new year. Hold on, wait, I'll tell you about it as I finish here. By the way, I forgot to mention to you guys about this one. This is the Natasha Denona Xenon palette. This one, you guys, I'm going to do a full review and demo of this. A makeup look, like a New Year's Eve type of makeup look. Stay tuned for that because I want to do that on my other channel. So if you want to see a demo of this one, like a full review of it, head on over to my other channel. Like I said, please make sure if one of you, my lovely people from this channel, is a overall beauty enthusiast, not just a fragrance person, but you like to take care of yourself overall, like you do skincare, body care, makeup, fragrance, everything, then head on over to my other channel, which is where you will get from now on all the makeup content. Like I said, you guys, I'm going to keep some of the beauty content still on this channel for a while, at least, you know, as I transition them over. Things like I'll still do like favorites videos that include not just fragrances but other beauty items. I'll still do Sephora hauls on this channel, like the next spring one I'll probably do on this channel as well as the other channel. And eventually this channel will just be about fragrances because most of my lovely people are just fragrance enthusiasts. They don't really care about the makeup or other beauty items. So I want to give you all what you want. Just for an update here, I've done several looks with this. This is like fabulous, you guys. I mean, the quality of these shadows are just out of this world, and this is like the match made in heaven for a New Year's Eve look. This is the palette made for New Year's Eve. In fact, this is probably what I'm going to wear on New Year's Eve. And quickly, I want to give you an update on the two Tom Ford palettes or quads I got from the Sephora sale. This is Tom Ford Dark Opulence palette. This one I've done a look with. This is kind of like a beautiful peacock, you guys. You guys can get the most beautiful peacocky look with this. Is absolutely stunning. There again, I'm probably going to do a full review of these two palettes or quads on my other channel. So this is the other one I got. This is Ambrosia. These two are both new to Tom Ford quads. I absolutely love it. This top coat shade is beautiful. They're both just very stunning. I've done looks with this as well. And now to test the new Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter. This is the Glow Seeker highlighter in Sun Idol. This is kind of like the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. It's the same exact formula, except this one is a little lighter, more champagne-like. I want to try the Sephora number 98 highlighter brush. So, ooh, do you see? I love this. I've been using this a ton, you guys. I'm also gonna highlight my brow bone here with it. Isn't that beautiful? It has like that beautiful sort of like golden glow that like the Amrezy highlighter had, that same kind of gorgeous glow. And one beautiful thing about this highlighter is that as glowy as this is, as glow to the gods as it is, it does not emphasize flaws or lines on your face or anything like that. Now I'm going to take a brush, flat definer brush, and then I'm going to highlight my brow bone with it. So all I've got now left are the lip products. This lip liner shade, both shades are not the right color for this makeup look, but I want to show you what these are like. These are the Sephora lip liners, and boy are they perfect. It's a twist up, you know, so you don't have to sharpen them, which is good and bad. I prefer to like actually sharpen and get a more sharper point. But anyway, these are creamy, but not too creamy. They are very like pigmented in color, very like strong color. So I'm gonna show you this one. You guys know I already know and love these. I have so many of them. These are the Candy Glaze lipsticks from YSL. They're kind of like a lip gloss in a stick. So I'll just use this, but I'm gonna wipe it down and put a different color on it because it doesn't go with this look. And I just want to show you how they are. They give your lips this juiciest look. Though is that you want to make sure they don't bleed all around your mouth. Like if you like are a face toucher like me, it can get like smudged. Like if you even touch a little bit of your lip and you touch somewhere else, you're gonna have like lipstick all over your face. So this is the other Candy Glaze shade I got from the Sephora sale. It's kind of like a brownish terracotta color, which is also really cute for like fall and even winter. This one is the Valentino New Liquid Lipstick. I got this in this weird brown shade, which is very unique. I don't have anything like this. You don't need a lip liner for these. So they're like a very lightweight liquid lipstick. So you guys, these were sold out like very quickly on Sephora during the sale. So I only got like one shade, which is this one. Is it the best formula ever? No, it's not glossy or glowy either. It's just like kind of in the middle. Not quite creamy either. And then I also want to talk to you about these Hourglass gloss sticks. I want to show you what these are like. These are again kind of like that Candy Glaze, the same concept. It's kind of like a lip gloss in a stick. These are very good too, you guys. But if you ask what my preference is, I still prefer the Candy Glaze ones a lot more. Do you guys think I should wear this with this makeup look, the pinky shade? Okay, let me take this off and put the pinky shade on and see if that works better with this makeup look. Okay, so I'm going to put this on so I can show you guys. This is kind of like really glowy balm on a stick. Ooh, beautiful, see? Like very glass lip look. This came in a duo during the sale, you guys. So this is Crave and something. Okay guys, I put mascara on. I didn't buy a mascara from Sephora sale. I did buy the YSL mascara from like Nordstrom, and that one is my favorite right now. Okay guys, I forgot to tell you about the Danessa Myricks palette. This is the Lightworks 5 palette. It's a very special occasion palette, you guys. This is definitely not for every day. Now this is the type of palette that will work for New Year's Eve as well. I mean, look at this. This formula, this like flaky kind of, you know, it's like a flaky formula with like duochrome look. And look at this duochrome. Oh my goodness. I mean, now that is for New Year's Eve. Again, I'll probably do a video with this palette on my other channel, but as for an update, yes, I've tried it. It's fabulous, and it's definitely very nighttime, very special occasion. So I did buy the La Mer set. So it was these two and another. I forget what was all in it actually. This cream here is absolutely fantastic. It really plumps up the skin and really nourishes the skin. My dermatologist constantly tells me, like, you don't have to wear use an expensive moisturizer, because moisturizer just does one thing and you don't need to buy expensive ones. And I do agree with her to some extent, but this one, something about it, it's very good, you guys. And same with this. This is the treatment lotion by La Mer. It's really good. It's kind of like a serum before the cream. Put these two on. So what I do is I kind of alternate. So there are days where I do my dermatologist recommended routine. There are some nights where I just take a break from it and I switch it up and just put like these two on, for example, which is nice sometimes to switch it up. This Fenty Skin hand cream, this is kind of like basically like a petroleum jelly type of like hand cream. It's really good for extremely dry hands. You put this on at night and you go to bed and you wake up with like really soft skin still on your hands. My hands can get really dry during winter. This is really nice. And these duo came in a pack for a nice price. This is the Laneige lip sleeping mask and this is the daytime lip balm. I love these two. This is what I use during the day. This is what I use at night. And then I have a body product that I bought. This is the Patrick Ta Major Glow something face and body balm thingy. This is like a body glow kind of balm, and this is really nice. It's very kind of emollient, as you guys can see. So I'll just put it on. Like I tried this a couple of times. Gives you this really kind of like nice glow, bronzy glow to the skin. It's very nice when you like on the legs especially. Do you see how it kind of shines a little bit? And then I have two hair products. This is the Day Cactus Fruit 3-in-1 Styling Cream. I really like this. This is basically like to replace like a hair gel. It's better for your hair than a gel is. This has got a bunch of ingredients that are really good. So I really did like it. I used this on my daughter, especially when she had her Nutcracker ballet performance, and that's what I used to like slick her hair back, you know, and make sure all the flyaways are, you know, down. That worked just like a hair gel would, and it really held. And then this Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. This thing I got from the sale too. This one is a shine spray and it is actually really good. Do you see that shine? Guys, I got Killian Princess back up from the sale. You guys know that I don't have to get talking too much about this. This is the most beautiful marshmallow fragrance ever. This is even more marshmallowy than Love Don't Be Shy, which is more, you know, sweet and sugary and orange blossomy, whereas this is purely marshmallow because there's a slight green hint from the green tea, but it really enhances the marshmallow if you ask me. This really, like, marshmallow is the king, you guys. It's such a fluffy, beautiful marshmallow feminine fragrance. Compliment getter. Actually, I forgot to include this in my compliment getter video. Yeah, this one is another good compliment getter. Everybody loves that one. Burberry Goddess already gave you an update on this in several videos. This is that sort of vanilla and lavender fragrance along the same lines as Guerlain Mon Guerlain, but they're not the same at all because this one is less lavendery than Mon Guerlain, and this one is a little bit more bucket of vanilla with like other you know, I want to say it has orange blossom maybe too, but anyway, it's such a really beautiful like fragrance. It's not the best performing fragrance. It's not the worst. It doesn't project too terrible. It does project initially when you spray quite a bit, like pretty big scent bubble, but then it kind of gets closer to the skin as time goes on. Doesn't last too long, like 3-4 hours maybe. And then I got this one, Coco Noir by Chanel. This is actually a backup. My other bottle, I lost the cap to it. This one is your classic vintage Chanel DNA. Very strong patchouli. It's not for everybody. Very like Chanel, like Coco Mademoiselle, only like nighttime Coco Mademoiselle, and a much stronger, like much stronger. A big whiff of patchouli, but it has that very classy earthiness that Chanel fragrances have. This has got that sort of vintage vibe. This is kind of like a power woman type of fragrance. Then these three puppies I got. You already know, I already told you a million times about this. Gorgeous feminine fragrances. All three my husband loves. Boheme is more of that juicy blackcurrant burst with some rose. This one is that beautiful rose with musk. I love this one. This is like my least favorite actually. I love all three of them, but these two I love more than this one. Yeah, you guys, they're very pretty fragrances. Performance, okay, it's not like super strong or super weak. Yeah, you guys, I forgot to finish my story. We still have wonderful New Year's plans. We were not able to get our money back for the other event, which really infuriates me. We're still trying. We're waiting for January 2nd to kind of sort it out. We're gonna try our best to get our money back, obviously, but we were able to get our reservation we had before we thought we had a babysitter. So we have this fabulous dinner reservations at this French restaurant that's really popular here in the DC metro area. Before we go to dinner, we're gonna go to this event with our babies, our children, and we're gonna have fun there. They're gonna have this like beautiful like space for children. They have all these like events that they organize for children, moms and dads, you guys, you know, and that's really very wholesome, and I love that actually more than the masquerade ball that we were going to go to. Yeah, it's fun, but you know, I would have missed our babies. So you guys, those are the products from Sephora sale. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this was helpful to you. Let me know down in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and head on over to my other channel and subscribe to that as well. I will see you guys in my next video.